In this tutorial, you'll learn how to use the Objects tab to build the setup for your drill. Click Create New File, then select Animation. Next, click anywhere on the playing surface to open the Drill Creator. The Drill Creator is divided into 3 tabs: Objects, Action, and Play. In the Objects tab, the first player is a forward. By default, the player is left-handed, wears a red jersey, and has no number or letter selected. Simply click anywhere on the ice to place the player. If you'd like to place an entire lineup at once, open the Field section and choose a situation you'd like to create. Let's select 5-on-5, then click a face-off dot to place all players. If you'd like a different starting position, move the lineup to another face-off dot. If you're not happy with a change you've made, simply click Undo to remove your last action. Now let's return to the Player section and focus on the player we created. Click the player to select it. Once selected, you can rotate the player using the rotation handle and move it anywhere on the ice until it's in the perfect starting position. You can also change the player into a defender, goaltender, or coach, but we'll leave this player as a forward. You can switch between a left-handed and right-handed shot, choose different jersey colors, and assign numbers or letters. Use the right arrow to move up through the numbers, and use the left arrow to go back through the numbers, remove the marking, or continue into the letter options. We'll label this player with the letter F for forward. Then, click anywhere on the ice to apply the changes. Now let's switch the marking back to number 1 and see how the number lock works. When the number lock is enabled, every new player you place will keep the same selected number. If we unlock it, the app automatically numbers each new player as you place them. So the first player will be number 1, the next number 2, and the next number 3. Now we'll use Undo to remove those extra players and continue building our setup. Let's add a defender, make that player right-handed, give them a white jersey, and label the player with a D. Next, let's add a coach. Select the coach icon, make them left-handed, and before placing the coach on the ice, we'll use the Direction tool. The Direction tool lets you choose which way the player, coach, or goaltender will face when placed on the ice. Let's choose the downward direction, then click on the ice to place the coach already facing the correct way. Now let's add some pucks. You can place individual pucks or a pile of pucks. We recommend placing the puck first, then selecting it and positioning it exactly where you want it. Let's also place a pile of pucks beside the coach. Next, we'll add an extra goal. You can choose between a standard goal and a small goal. Let's place a standard goal here, select it, rotate it, and position it exactly where we want it. The built-in goals on the ice can also be selected and rotated in the same way. Small goals are especially useful for youth practices and small area games, and they can be edited just like standard goals. To remove any object from the ice, simply select it and click the X. Now let's look at the other section. Here you'll find additional coaching equipment including cones, sticks, rink dividers, large tires, and small tires. Let's place a couple of cones on the ice. We'll do the same with a few sticks. Like other objects, sticks can be selected, rotated, and positioned however you'd like. You can also place sticks across small tires to create additional stick handling obstacles. Rink dividers are useful for separating different practice areas, and they can also be used as rebound pads in your drills. You can select them, rotate them, and place them wherever you need them. We can also add larger tires and smaller cart tires to create more obstacles or skill station setups. Now let's move on to shapes. Here you'll find arrows, rectangles, circles, and text boxes. For arrows, you can have arrowheads on both sides, on one side, or no arrowheads at all if you'd simply like to draw a straight line. Let's create a red arrow with a single arrowhead. Click where you'd like the arrow to begin, then drag to its endpoint and release it when you're happy with the result. Let's create one on the other side as well. You can move an arrow by selecting the hand and dragging it into position. Then click anywhere on the ice to apply the change. Now, let's add a blue rectangle. After placing it, you can move it into position, then reshape it by dragging the small black squares in the corners. Let's stretch it out and turn it into a triangle. You can choose whether the shape is filled or outlined, and if you don't need it anymore, simply select it and delete it. Next, let's create a red circle. Click and drag to create the circle, then use the corner handles to adjust its size and shape. Now let's delete the circle and add a text box. Choose the text size and color. We'll leave the size at 2. Choose black text and type our message. Pass left or right. Then click anywhere on the ice to place the message. If needed, select it and move it until you're happy with its position. Now let's switch to play mode in 3D to see how our objects look. If you'd like to continue adding players, equipment, or shapes, simply return to the Objects tab. When you're ready to animate your drill, switch to the Action tab. Let's start by adjusting the text message. Select the hand on the text message to open the timing bar below. We want the text message to appear at 0.5 seconds and disappear at 3 seconds. Move the first timing dot to 0.5 seconds and the second timing dot to 3 seconds. We'll do the same with both arrows so they appear and disappear at the same time. Select the first arrow, move the first timing dot to 0.5 seconds and the second timing dot to 3 seconds. Then repeat the same steps for the second arrow. Now let's work on the coach. Select the coach, then move the first timing dot to 5 seconds. This means the coach will begin the action 5 seconds into the drill. Next, choose take to pick up the puck, then choose pass and click on the defender to complete the pass. Then we'll have the defender start skating to begin the drill. Let's take one final look in play mode in 3D. The text box and arrows appear at half a second, then disappear at 3 seconds. At 5 seconds, the coach picks up the puck, passes to the defender, and the defender starts skating.